So did you see yourself, interested in politics, or was that growing up, or was that kind of around like boarding school time?
Yeah, I would say around boarding school time is when I became more interested in politics.
Okay.
In history and economics and learning about all that stuff and policy. And just, as time went on, more and more is something I became more passionate about. Mm-hmm. And I think things in my life have driven that, especially too, like seeing my brother's group home, 12 people with disabilities, including him, almost get shut down, and all the people almost being forced into foster care. And seeing the way politicians disregarded them and didn't care, which is typical, and it's symbolic of how people are really being taken advantage of by politicians, and that's everything that's wrong with our system. That really motivated me to get involved. So along the way, different events like that, as I've built more life experience and seen more things, I'm super optimistic in our country, in our world, in our society, but I think one of the letdowns is our political system. I think that's probably the area where we have the most amount to improve, and I think that's in some sense why I'm attracted to it. Because, if politics done right, politicians were fighting for people and not just themselves and increasing their power, I think it could mean, it could change so many things for people. So we're on the way to Hampton right now.
Okay.
I dropped off a sign a little bit further to the left up here, which is like the edge of Hampton Falls.
Okay. What's your favorite store here? What's your favorite place that you love here?
I don't really eat candy that much anymore, but I really did like going to Morelli's as a kid.
Okay.
A lot of people like Zesto's. I never went there that much. It's a good place though.
So you did elementary and middle school here, and did boarding school, high school?
Yeah, so boarding school away.
Was out of state?
And that was cool, going away for the first time.
Mm-hmm. Being out of a small city.
Yeah, like a small town. Like, it wasn't really that big of a town, but it was a more diverse environment. Just a really good experience. Like, academically challenging, good place to learn, good place to grow as a person. I think I really developed as a person.
Okay.
Old church that we used to go to a few times. We would go like twice a year. My parents were not religious at all.
Okay. And so how'd you get into that?
Just in college. Big Trump fan right there.
Whoa.
Yeah, they really like Trump. Just in college, I think a big thing for me is just it's almost the reverse of a lot of people say oh, there's so many horrible things, how can God exist? But it's almost the opposite. I look at the world and this country, and I just see such an amazing place and so many beautiful and kind people. And to me, and this is simple in a way, but it just seems like there has to be more. That's the basis of, I would say, my faith and belief in God.
So in college, you went to GW after boarding school.
Yeah.
Okay. Why did you choose GW? I'm curious. I forgot to ask you that.
Yeah, it's a good question. It was another really good opportunity. It was a big city, and I went to a smaller boarding school, so it was a change. And even at that time, I was passionate about politics and history, and I wanted to go somewhere that would challenge me, that was different, and I wanted to be sort of surrounded by stuff. So I went to DC. I wanted to do something different. I wanted to move to a big city. I hadn't been in the city before, and pretty quickly I was like, yep, I want to come back to New Hampshire. I've been involved in politics, conservative activism. I was already setting up my nonprofit. I was setting up my business, so I knew I wanted to come back. It was an easy choice for me.